No, Randy's not here today. April Fools. Hey, before we start the show, you know what we always start with? Memorabilia. Here's one I don't think I've shown in maybe 10 years. Look at this. This is a book that came out a long time ago in the 80s. It's called Baseball Cards of the 1960s, the complete Topps cards from 60 to 69. Look at that. You ever seen this book? It's a huge book. Well, it's about 13 inches long. Look at this thing. Anyway, inside it's got 1 million different cards from the 1960s. They're all there. Every Topps card, every common card. And I just decided to open this book up and find a good one for you. One of the Dodgers. If you look real close on the bottom of this page on the inside, right there's Duke Snider. See him? There he is, right in the fold. Hey, Duke, what's going on? That's from the 1962 cards. And that's pretty cool. And these are all in order, by the way, of number, not by team, which is really weird. But anyway, if you ever see this book lying around in a swap meet or a garage sale, pick it up. It's written by Frank Slocum, and it details, well, it doesn't detail, it shows pictures of every card that Topps put out in the 1960s. And for those of you old enough to remember it, like I do, that was really great. All right, let's get a 10 count countdown on this April Fool's Day for our Let's Talk Dodgers show for April 1st. Ready? Hit it. Yeah, do it, baby, do it. Woo! You bet.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
That's why we're here. Hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. The best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers and all of baseball. We do all that kind of stuff. This is April Fool's Day. This is the show where we show you some memorabilia, like with this big book. Play some home runs. I got a bunch of them for you today. Check out an injury report. We're going to do that. Got some fun stuff, including some shout-outs, this date in Dodger history, some quick hit trivia, and other cool stuff. So stay with us right here on Let's Talk Dodgers, all right? All right. We got quite a bit of news and moves going on around here. Dodgers just completed their first home series of the year at Dodger Stadium. The first home series. They won 3 out of 4 games from the St. Louis Cardinals. And the Dodgers outscored the Cards in those 4 games 23-14. And pitching looked very stellar, especially from Bobby Miller, Tyler Glasnow, and Mr. Yamamoto. Pretty decent series there, winning 3 out of 4. There were lots of home runs. The Blue hit the Blue hit 9 home runs during this 4-game series. Mookie hit 3 of them. Teoscar Hernandez hit 3 of them. Here are the final 2 hit yesterday. You ready for this? Here's Teoscar Hernandez in the 8th inning.
Teoscar Hernandez, he's 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored.
1 and 2 left field. Teoscar looks up, and so does everyone else. Hernandez hits another one, and the Dodgers are just 1 run back.
Yeah, that was cool. And, of course, you know, ESPN had the game yesterday, so that's who was doing the call on that. And along with some Tim Everett in there. Then, of course, in the 8th inning, Mr. Muncy did his thing to get the score in our favor, and that's the way it ended.
Now the tying run is in scoring position with 1 out. Swung on and hammered, deep right field, way back. Maxwell swing the silver hammer, gives the Dodgers a 5-4 lead. First home run of the season for Max Muncy. 5-4 Dodgers.
Yeah, and that's the way they left it. Great game, as I said. Mookie, Freddie, Mookie, Teoscar, Rojas, Mookie again, Teoscar, and Muncy. Those are the home runs in that 4-game series. What a wild series it was, and I got to tell you, I'm surprised we won 3 out of 4. It was looking pretty tough there, but we got the job done. It was pretty good. Injury report. Yesterday this came out. Nabil Crismatt. Crismatt had his contract selected, and he made his debut with the team. And Kyle Hurt was optioned to AAA Oklahoma City. Right-hander Emmett Sheehan was transferred to the 60-day IL. We'll look at him in a minute. Crismatt was with the Dodgers in spring training as a non-roster invitee, and the right-hander spent the 2023 season with the Padres and the D-backs, making it 8 appearances. That's all he had. He struggled, however. He posted an 8.31 ERA last year over 13 combined innings with San Diego and Arizona. But the Dodgers saw something in him. That's why he's on the team now. I guess he's going to do all right. I hope so. Don't you? I hope so. Big news this week about Walker Buehler. He's expected to return, they're saying mid to late April, so that's this month. Buehler completed his first rehab start with AAA Oklahoma City on March 31st. That was yesterday. Looked very encouraging. Well, not great, but he allowed 4 runs, 3 earned on 3 hits over 3 1/3 innings of work. And he received, he retired the first 6 batters he faced, but he struggled a bit with his command over the last 2 frames. Dave Roberts didn't want to put a timetable on his return, but did add that the club will look to get him built up to about 90 pitches before getting him on the active roster, which, like I said, could be from mid to late April. We hope that happens. Come back soon, Walker Buehler. We mentioned a minute ago, Emmett Sheehan just went on a 60-day. He's expected to return whenever. He suffered an injury in his first bullpen session of the spring, and he never got into any Cactus League action. The right-hander since started throwing to hitters for the first time, and with Sheehan having been moved to the 60-day IL, he'll be out for at least 2 more months to start the season. I mean, take your time, Emmett. We'll get to you later when everybody else goes. When you and Kirsch and Buehler, they all get back. We're going to have like 9 guys in the starting rotation. It'll be great. All right, those of you who've seen the show, whenever I do this, it means fun stuff is on the way. We got fun stuff going on. The whole thing's fun. It's a podcast. What can you say? It's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. It's a podcast, okay? This is more of a bad news, good news story, but I like it because I think the man is coming back. Charlie Steiner, those of you know him as our radio voice, had to miss his first baseball opening day due to a back surgery. Through the Dodgers, Steiner posted a statement which said, and I completely missed this the other day, I don't know why. He says, quote, over the winter I landed on the injured list with 3 compound fractures. 3 compound fractures in my back. Ouch. And he says, I don't recommend it. With the start of the baseball season upon us, the Dodgers are ready to go, but I'm not. This will be the first opening day that I will have missed since 1976. Ouch. When I wore a younger man's clothes, that's right. I look forward to returning to the mic later this season. In the meantime, go Dodgers, way to go. We're on your side. We're pulling for you, Charlie. In his stead, of course, Tim Neverett has teamed up with Rick Mundy again on the radio side, so that's a good thing. But get well soon, Charlie. We miss you. We love that sparkling voice. Hasn't missed an opening day since 76, man. That's a pretty good record. All right, let's do some shout-outs. These are people who have chimed in on our Facebook page lately and people I've talked to lately and people that might see me when I get over to Arizona later this month. Thomas R., Lucio A., I'm not sure which it is. Masaka B., Eric N., let's see, David K., Chris C., David C., Kathy E., Eric B., and you and me and B Fox because he is El Zorro. Lastly, one for my pal Paul and his new idea, Randy's Hot Corner, where I tell some personal Dodger stories. Let me know if you like that. We did that last show. Haven't heard anything yet, so I'll continue to tell some stories. Maybe next time I'll tell one. If I think of anything during the broadcast, maybe I'll do some too. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Let's Talk Dodgers. Tell your friends we're always talking Dodgers in this place. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday or what, that's for sure. Go Dodgers, go Blue. We're always here talking Dodgers. Right? Right. Tell everybody. All right. Like us in Facebook and friend us in Facebook and also follow us in YouTube. All right? So that's it. All right. If you have any fan mail, toss it in here on the Facebook page or write to us at letstalkdodger@gmail.com. It's an easy way to get a hold of us. This date in Dodger history, April Fool's Day, April 1st. One of my favorites. 2013. Does everybody remember what happened on that day? I do. We're going to play it for you in just a second. Clayton Kershaw, the Dodgers opening day starter in 2013, hits a leadoff home run off San Francisco's George Contos in the bottom of the 8th inning to break up a scoreless tie in the team's eventual 4-0 victory. LA's 25-year-old southpaw retires the side the next frame, completing a 4-0 complete game shutout against the hated ones at Chavez Ravine. We'd like to see something like that tonight for sure. Go Kershaw. Let's hear that one again. Vin Scully.
And Kershaw followed by Crawford and Ellis. And a high fly ball to center. Pagan going back. It's over his head. It's over the fence.
And Vinny sounded as surprised as anybody, didn't he? that was pretty crazy. I mean, I don't think anybody was more surprised than Vinny unless it was Kershaw, but that was pretty cool. And And I remember it too, 2013. God, doesn't seem like that long ago, but it was. Wow. Anyway, it happened on this date, April 1st, 2013. All right, stats of the day. We got a bunch of stuff here. We could do it. I'm not going to reel off too many, but the Dodgers and Giants start a series tonight. And here's some all-time stats for you, in case you're interested. Dodgers and Giants have faced each other 2,581 times, and that includes postseason games. Woo! Regular season series, the Giants hold a slight edge, 1,280 to 1,270, and 17 ties. I don't know what that means. Maybe we didn't have any score. I don't know. Anyway, that's their record, maintaining a .502 winning percentage over the Dodgers in the last 8 million years. So that's the stat of the day today. But we're going to keep that in mind as we blow the Giants. We blow the Giants away this year. Dave Roberts, what do you want to do with the Giants tonight, huh?
I want to beat the crap out of this team.
All right, a little louder next time, will you? Didn't get to hear that. Do that again, Dave. What do you want to do with the Giants tonight?
I want to beat the crap out of this team.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Jack in the Box Jumbo Watch stats. Something new this year from the good folks at Jack's. Anytime the Dodger pitching staff records not 10, but 7 strikeouts or more in a game, we get free Jumbo Jacks the next day. That means today. Wow and double wow. The Blue ended last season having turned the trick with 10 strikeouts a game, 60 times in 162 games, which means they did it 37% of the time. So far this season, the Blue have done it 5 out of 6 times, good for 83% of the times they played. Yeah, that's short sample size. With 96% of the season left, they've only played 4% of the season right now. So whenever the pitching staff gets 7 or more Ks in a game, all you do is walk in any Jack in the Box in LA or Ventura County the next day, and all you say is, "Give me the Dodger deal, please." And when you buy a large drink, you get a free Jumbo Jack with it, and that's cool. And it's even cooler now. You know why? Anybody remember why? Because today, because of our beloved governor in California, Jumbo Jacks and everything else in fast food restaurants are going to cost more because fast food guys are getting 20%, actually getting $20 an hour now. So if you work in a fast food place, $20 an hour is the minimum. Prices are going to go up, so a free Jumbo Jack goes pretty good for me, I think. Even though the drink will cost you a little more. All right. At least you get something for nothing there. Something for a drink. All right, quick hit trivia. We got something this time. This is a good one. The last show, we asked you who the Dodgers all-time leader in strikeouts was. Remember that? We asked you about who it was. Well, we found out we know it's Kirsch, right? And we went on to name the others in the list in the top 5, okay? But do you know who the 6th all-time strikeout leader is in Dodger history? That's the question today. Who's 6th on the list? Was it Orel? Was it Fernando Valenzuela? Was it Ramon Martinez? Or was it Bobby Welch? Who's number 6 on the top 10 all-time Dodger list? And just to reiterate what we did last time, the list goes like this. Kershaw, Sutton, Drysdale, Koufax, Dazzy Vance. I want to know who's next. Who's number 6? We'll find out in just a few minutes. All right, secret stuff. Over the past few years, we've enlightened those who do not have Charter Spectrum Sportsnet LA to see our beloved Dodgers. Over the past couple of seasons, you could have watched games on an overseas betting site called MLB66.ir. Well, recently we found out about another 2 great sites you can use and don't have to go overseas to find it online either. First one was very cool and it's also free. Did I mention it's free? It's a company called MLB Streams, and you can find it at this URL address. Get your pen handy, get your paper, and write this down, will you? Okay, MLB Streams is found at MLBwebcast.com. That's MLBwebcast.com. And that's a pretty cool thing. When you get to that page, find our game, click it. Then on the next page, go down to the second screen, click it. If it's got the wrong feed going from the opposite team, on the opposing team, just click the home or away button depending on which we are. Well, tonight we're the home team, so click home if it gives you the Giants feed. All right. The other place you can find the Blue playing for free is right here in Facebook. It's called Blue Live Stream, and it shows what else? Dodger games. Only when they start and when they finish. You can't get any pre or post, I don't think. Maybe. I'll have to try that. Anyway, it's in Facebook. You have to be invited by somebody, so ask me to invite you, and I will. Blue Live Stream is the page, and it shows Dodger games every time the Dodgers play. So you go in, tune in the first inning, you'll see it. All right, let's get you out of the ballpark for tonight before we give you the answer to the quick hit trivia. Monday, April Fool's Day. James Paxton is going to the hill tonight against Keaton Wynn of the Giants. That's a 7-10er game on Sportsnet LA and elsewhere. Tuesday, April 2nd, it's going to be Tyler Glasnow again with his 1-0 record and his 2.45 ERA. He's going up against TBD because the Giants haven't said who they're throwing against him. And on Wednesday, this week, on Wednesday, April 3rd, it's going to be Bobby Miller with his 1-0 record and his 0.00 ERA. Can I get a shout out for Bobby Miller? And the Giants haven't announced who's pitching Wednesday yet, and that's as of about an hour ago. All right, on Friday they open up, Dodgers leave on Wednesday after the game on Thursday, and on Friday they open up in Chicago against the Cubbies. That's going to be a fun series. Get to see Bellinger again. All right, let's give you the answer to the quick hit trivia question so we can get out of here in a hurry here. A few months back we asked you, last show we told you about the all-time strikeout leaders in Dodger history. And number 1 was Kirsch. And we went on to name the others on the list of the top 5. But who's number 6? We named them for you. We said, well, we asked you, first of all, who's number 6? Was it Oral Hershiser? Was it Fernando Valenzuela? Was it Ramon Martinez? Or was it Bobby Welch? Well, here are the top 5 once again. Kershaw's number 1. Sutton's number 2. Don Drysdale's number 3. Sandy Koufax number 4. Hall of Famer Dazzy Vance from the 20s and 30s. He's number 5. Next on that list, anybody know? Was it Oral, Fernando, Ramon, or Bobby? Did you get it right? It's Fernando. Yeah. Fernando is number 6 on the list. He's got 1,759. So congratulations to Fernando Valenzuela. He's still in the top 10. Still in the top 10 so far. All right. Other cool stuff. We got a lot of things happening here. YouTube channel right now. Yes, they have one. Dodgers have had one for a couple years now. It's youtube.com/Dodgers. And on the front page at the top of the YouTube channel right now, they're doing some cool Dodger shorts, those little TikTok type deals, and also most of the highlights of the past few games. So in case you missed them, that I didn't put all of them up, so you can go to that page and find out all the other highlights the Dodgers have had in the last couple of days. And that and a zillion other neat videos are sitting on that page, so don't miss them. It's YouTube channel at youtube.com/Dodgers. That's where you'll find it. Good weekend watching there, too, if you don't know what to watch. All right, don't forget Sportsnet LA. They have a lot of cool stuff. A lot of post-game interviews and other great videos at the Sportsnet LA website. Right now they have a zillion cool highlights, interviews, and several full episodes of Backstage Dodgers on their Dodger page. So click it. Now remember, when you go to sportsnetla.com now, you'll get the Lakers thing too. So you got to click on the Dodgers at the top of the page. It'll bring up the Dodger page. Very cool stuff there. Also, don't forget to listen to all those other great Dodger and baseball podcasts that are out there. So I've said earlier, if you're outside of the Dodgers area and you don't hear the radio broadcast and you miss the local interviews on our 570 AM Sportsnet sports flagship, you can go to Dodger Talk with David Vassay in wherever you get your podcasts. It's just called Dodger Talk with David Vassay. Download them and listen to them all. I send a few to my buddy Cheryl because they have great interviews, right, Cheryl? You know who you are. All right. Shout out for Cheryl. Yeah. Anyway, and don't forget, I also tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about the team on our Facebook page, including highlights when I get them, inside stuff I find. Ross Porter has a couple good videos rolling around all the time on the internet, so you never know what you're going to find there. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to come back probably after the Giants series and talk. So go watch the Giants and Dodgers tangle this week. And if you don't have Spectrum Sportsnet LA, or you don't get the Sportsnet LA station, remember those secrets. And if you didn't hear them, rewind this and go back and listen to what I said, okay? All right. Talk with you again soon on Let's Talk Dodgers. And once again, I want to hear this song playing every day and every night at Dodger Stadium. Hit it, Randy Newman. I love L.A. Go Blue. Yes, we do. It's a great book of baseball cards. You got to get it. It's really fun. It's a $30 book then. It must be about $50. All right. See you next time on Let's Talk Dodgers. Go Blue. Beat the Giants.
I want to beat the crap out of this team.